Here we are at the Iowa Speedway for the next race of the Mount ARCA Series season number 2 for the running of the SpeedCo 200. It's been a while since we have a Mount ARCA race. Last race was, I believe, Kentucky. So before we get going, let's take a look at our 33-car field. On the pole with the 44 of Oscar Isaac. To the outside is the 09 of Michael Canto. In third, you have Derek Hamill. Fourth is Cortez Newman. Running out the top 5, you got Carter Friesen. Then sixth, you have Isaac Nichols. Seventh is Jonathan Beeford. Second in points, Lord Delano is in eighth. Ninth, you have Jose Fernandez. Running out the top 10, you got Timothy Heath. The rest of the field goes DJ Reed, and they got Tim Randolph. Steve Larker, and to his inside is your points leader, the 35 of JJ Reed. Behind them, you got Jason Larker and then Colton Yo, Trey Rainey, and then Ryan Brown to his inside. Ethan Lynn, and then Jonathan Rains, Luke Rainey and Jake West, Evan Hunter and Steve Morgan, Julius Anderson and Cynthia Bright. Then you got Alexander Cornish and John Gambit, along with Alexander Rowe and Max Anderson, Danny Bright, Code Luigi, and then rounding out the field in the final row number 33, or 33rd, is the 99 of Greg Lee. So that is your starting lineup here tonight at Iowa, as we now go down trackside to hear the command.
For today's command, Bobby Allison. Gentlemen, start your engines.
Give your seatbelts a little tug there for me there, buddy. Get a little drink of Gatorade. Be safe. Have some fun, all right?
And Cynthia Bright does not get going in the back, so issues there for the number 16 car. Hopefully everyone can get caught up, and these, what is it, 4? Hopefully these 4 can get caught up, and everyone can get going at the same time. So pace cars in 30 laps here at Iowa to determine the winner of the SpeedCo 200. We're coming down to the end of the Mount ARCA Series season number 2. We're racing here at Iowa. Green flag for Oscar Isaac. They hit 3 and 4 for the first time here tonight. Oscar Isaac with the race lead as they come off turn number 4. 44 car lead lap number 1, but Derek Hamill has a run to the inside. Hamill now to the inside of the 44 as they hit turn 1. Carter Friesen coming, he's up to third. Oscar Isaac slides up the track, trying to get a good run off the corner, can't get it done there. Will slot down into the second position as Carter Friesen coming, trying to get to that second position. Oscar with a run through 3 and 4, trying to get to the bottom of that 22. Once again has a run off of turn number 4. Side by side to the track, I believe Isaac led it once again. Carter Friesen now going to come for that second position. Hamill way up the track, trying to drive it hard. Yeah, couldn't get it done right there, but Carter Friesen has a good run to the inside. OBS dodge right there. Friesen with some horsepower off the corner. Jonathan Beeford coming also on the inside lane. You just have to have good drive off here at Iowa, and it looks like those cars on the bottom definitely have it. Compared to the cars up top, Oscar Isaac falls back to the second position, possibly the third position. Cynthia Bright coming out onto the track. That is a horrible place to come out. Jonathan Beeford into Oscar Isaac. They're still hitting, trying to get around Cynthia Bright. They bang, they make contact, but they're still balanced side by side for second, and they got around the 16 car. So Bright will go about 4 or 5 laps down here. But looks like they fixed the issue on the 16th, so if I have a reckon it takes some people out, she will be able to gain some positions. Buford still trying everything he can to get to the inside of Friesen and get by him. Derek Hamill's gotten back down to the bottom lane and will be challenging in the front 4. As these 4 do pull away from the rest of the field, you can see behind a big pack of cars trying to get up to the front. 3 wide now, Derek Hamill to the bottom lane. He has a run off of turn number 2. Oscar Isaac trying to get down line. He does. Your points there, JJ Reed up into the 5th position. And that is why he's your points there. He's had consistent runs week in and week out. Just turn into a great season, and he's ahead of right now second in points Lord Delano by 1 position, so he can still gain points on that 02 car as he's going to gain another position up to that 4th position. And now here comes Oscar Isaac back for the race lane and Derek Hamill. These two have really been battling most of this race. And Isaac trying to clear Hamill off of 4. He does do that. They're now 3 wide. JJ Reed to the bottom lane. Hamill's going to get away from that as Buford got a little tight right there off the corner and almost down to the 35 car. And Reed now going for that second position. Does he have enough for a run on Derek Hamill is the question. Hamill a little bit lower there. Is able to get a good enough for a run off. But Reed pulls him down the straightaway into 3 and 4. Sliding up. He's going to grab that second position. Looking for the race lead. If he gets to that race lead, it's 5 bonus points if he leads a lap. So, you know, he definitely wants to get underneath that 44 car, which he's doing right here. He slides up the track, however. Didn't have enough of a run. Derek Hamill might be able to pounce to the inside lane. Lord Delano coming for that 5th position, looking to break her way into the top 5. She's underneath Jonathan Beeford and by. Once again with the peak, JJ Reed down the front straightaway. Isaac led that lap, but Reed to the inside will get by in 1 and 2. We are third way through the race this time by. So it'll be 10 down, 20 to go. Now the 09 Canto coming down pit road. So another issue with another contender. So first we had the 16. Oh, close there between the front. Oh, Hamill and Oscar Isaac. Around goes the 44. Along with the 09 gets Derek Hamill. Lord Delano able to avoid it. Oh, Ethan Lynn nailed Oscar Isaac. Colton Yo involved as well. And a lot of contact made. The caution will come out. Steve Larker also involved as they stack them up. Look at the 44 still upside down. Ethan Lynn, JJ Reed's teammate, also in it. Reed leads them back. And your points leader gets away, but behind them, bounding around, the 09, the lap car of Michael Canto as he came out of pit road. Bouncing, Derek Hamill in the middle, trying to keep it off of each of the cars, the 44 and the 09. And then a big wreck happened. Let's check out what happened to the 44 of Oscar Isaac. So you can see right here, they're trying to get around the 09 Michael Canto is just coming off pit road. And Derek Hamill trying to give the 09 enough room because Canto's sliding up just a little bit. He's going to get up into the 44 of Oscar Isaac. They make contact down to the 09 Michael Canto. And now Hamill's just trying to control the car. Nothing the 22 can do right here. Keeps bouncing off, gets into Isaac for the final time, spins him along with the 09 car. Now they're sideways in the middle of the track. Derek Hamill nowhere to go. He gets into the 09. Lord Donald gets on the binders, able to miss it. But here comes Oscar Isaac sitting in the middle of the track. Oh, and Ethan Lynn got nailed by Trey Rainey, and then up onto Colton Yo, and then Steve Larker got damaged from the 20 car. So that was a pretty big impact to see these guys trying to get on through. It looks like they do just that. But Oscar Isaac spins down the banking and ends up on his roof. Doesn't get back on all fours. Let's look at this in real time. They'll go on board with some drivers that were back there that were able to just miss it or got involved. Right here, watch as the 20 comes into frame right there. Watch the 6.6 behind him. The 6.6 gets into the back of the 20, and that's really what shot the 20 up into the 44. It looked like he was on track to have a missed, but once he got hit into him, that's what happened. So let's go on board with Oscar Isaac, your pole sitter for this race. He ends up on his lid. Yep, and then we never get camera feedback because of him ending up on his lid. The 0-2 Lord Lionel, second in points, able to just narrowly avoid this. Yeah, you saw Hamill right there. There's nothing really he could do. He's back and forth, back and forth. She does get the 22 just a little bit. That could have been a lot worse for that 0-2 team, especially since they're second in points and the points leaders right now leading this race. So JJ Reed did lead them back to the caution flag. They will, of course, stay out, and after halfway, we will have a restart with the 35 car in the race lead. Come back to the restart at halfway. It will be 15 down, 15 to go. Your points leader, JJ Reed, out front. Oscar Isaac is out, along with Ethan Lynn, Steve Larker, and Derek Hamill. We have 27 cars left on the lead lap. You can see Cynthia Bright and Michael Canto to the inside. JJ Reed will be out front for this restart. DJ Reed in second. Third, Isaac Nichols. Fourth, Lord Delano. Fifth, Jonathan Beefords. That's your top five. We saw the 12 car down low of Carter Friesen. He's possibly come down pit road. As JJ Reed steps on the gas, we're back racing. And a good jump there for the 35 to get clear of Cynthia Bright. As Bright is what, now 3 laps down, something along that? Yeah, 3 laps down, so she just wants to get a lap back and hope for a quick yellow so that she can possibly get back on the same lap as the 09 and challenge him, as right now second place is the battle between DJ Reed and Lord Delano, way behind the 35. So JJ Reed trying to win and extend his points there over that 02 car. Delano trying to get up there and limit the loss of points that she'll have this race, if she even has loss of points. Maybe she'll gain some points. So the 02 car cleared to second. Is the 12 on pit road is the question I just wanted to know, because I saw Carter Friesen way down low, unless he was coming out of pit road possibly, which might have been an issue. In fact, I don't see him on the track. Where is Carter Friesen? Cynthia Bright going to unlap herself here, so now she's only 2 down. Carter Friesen, oh, a valve issue. That's why it was down low, so a big issue for Carter Friesen there. He will finish at worst, or at best 27th, so, and at worst 29th. So JJ Reed lets the 16 car go, as he knows he has a good distance between Lord Delano. As long as he doesn't really screw up, he can coast home to a victory, unless the caution comes out. And if the caution comes out, he has to help the 16 cars in between the 02 and the 35. And now Reed back to the bottom of Cynthia Bright, trying to hurt her back to 3 laps down. As back behind, Jason Larker battling with Lord Delano for that second position. as Reed trying to get by is behind them, scraping, making contact. Isaac Nichols at the track, Jonathan Buford, they're in the wall. Buford on his side, keeping it straight, no caution yet, no yellow, but that's going to definitely affect the 45 car. Look at that car, it was up on 2 wheels. Look at the right side of that car, all torn up. So a near miss right there, that could have been a big wreck. Luckily it wasn't. We're still green flag racing for now. Coming to 10 laps to go, JJ Reed still out front. Cynthia Bright still trying to unlap herself back to 2 laps down. Behind them, battling for second, Jose Fernandez to the inside. And you have, is that Jason Larker? Jason Larker up top. And then you also have Jonathan Rains in the 28 coming up towards the front. And behind them getting pretty close, pretty racy. Trey Rainey trying to race his way back up to the front. As Lord Delano is falling all the way back here. And once again, JJ Reed back under Cynthia Bright with 9 laps of racing to go. Getting pretty racy here at the front. JJ Reed still trying to keep Cynthia 3 laps down. I don't know why he... if I'm Reed, I might just let Cynthia go here because he's losing time every time they get side by side. And Cynthia keeps getting back to the inside the next lap. So Jonathan Rains now up to second. Yeah, you can see JJ Reed back on the top side. Keeps losing him time, especially if they run side by side down the straightaway. Last time by was at 22.14, and these guys actually ran slower somehow. Reed way up the track. That's definitely going to cost him, and it might keep Cynthia Bright 2 laps down. You might not have to worry about the 16 car anymore, but these guys are closing in and coming to 7 laps to go. Timothy Heath up the track. Laura Delano trying to make it 3 wide to get to that second position once again. Still making contact. Delano's going to send it into turn number 1. Got a good run there. Good bite down the bottom of the track. JJ Reed trying to hold on and win, your points leader. Laura Delano trying to get up there and spoil the party. Coming to 6 laps to go for JJ Reed. He has, as of now, a 0.7 of a second lead over the 02 car of Laura Delano. Those two are right now 1-2 in points. They might finish this race exactly where they are in the points. How about that? It just shows why they are 1-2 in points, because they are 2 of the best drivers on the schedule. JJ Reed sees 5 to go, so that means if he sees the caution flag next time by, the race would be over. Reed back to the inside, Cynthia Bright, and gets on by. The battle is still for second. Laura Delano and Jason Larker still battling side by side. Jonathan Rains just watching this battle, looking to see how he can get to that second position. Jose Fernandez is there. A lot of drivers battling hard. They're 3 wide down the front straightaway with 4 laps to go. Rains all the way to the bottom lane, 3 wide. Jose Fernandez behind him in the 58, Timothy Heath as well. Some big time racing here as they come down the back straightaway. Jonathan Rains is going to try and clear Jason Larker. Up ahead, Cynthia Bright's got back by JJ Reed. And now come to 3 to go. Reed's gap is increasing each lap. It's up to 1 second over the 28 of Jonathan Rains. These guys need something big to happen to that 35 car for them to have a shot. The caution has come out. It will end the race. The 00, the 68, the 2, the 09, the 10 involved. JJ Reed races back to win the race under caution. 2 to go right there. The yellow comes out. That will finish the race early, and JJ Reed will see victory lane as your points leader. It was a wild finish as we saw a wreck in the race. Third on back trying to get caught up. Laura Delano second in points will finish the race in the 6th position. So we'll lose some points there to JJ Reed because Reed ends up winning this race. So here we go. Off of 4, JJ Reed in the 35 will see the white flag. He has to make it one more time around this 3/4 mile oval in Iowa. So 1 lap to go for JJ Reed. He has a lap car between he and Jonathan Rains in case something happens on the front straightaway. He could possibly try and keep that position. As Rains close once again to another victory in the Mountain Dew ARCA Series, but that will definitely move him up in the point standings. As I don't know if anyone's going to retire from that. I doubt they would, but maybe some of the damage was way too much. Oh, 3 Julius Harrison pulling low. So there's a problem on the 3 car running in the 14th position, so he might have to give up top 15 because of that issue. because of that crash, it looks like the 2 and the 10 have retired. So they will finish 26th and 25th because the 09 and the 16 will not be able to get the amount of laps to pass them. So coming off of 4, JJ Reed, your points leader, is going to extend his points lead, and the best way he can do it, leading most laps, max points day for JJ Reed here, Iowa, as he takes the checker flag in the SpeedCo 200. JJ Reed is a Mount ARCA Series winner, and my oh my. Race ended under yellow because of a big crash. Let's see what caused that crash. It looks like the 09 Michael Canto and Luke Rainey and some others were also involved. This happened up in the top 10. You can see the 60 of Alexander Cornish down low, the 2 of Luke Rainey up top. Cornish way up into the 2 car, not giving Rainey any room whatsoever. And it's going to put he and Rainey both into the wall right here, as you can see, right in front of Trey Rainey. Trey steps on the brakes, gets by. DJ Reed speeds on by as these two spin. Now they're spinning down the track, and that's where Coluigi, nowhere to go, tries to get on the brakes, hits, and then Michael Canto, I believe, spun because of that, if I'm not mistaken. He might have... Oh, he and Coluigi got together, and you can see Coluigi trying to get on the binders, couldn't do it, and then here comes Colton Young, the 00 in. He's going to nail the wall, and I believe he gets some more damage as he tries to come in here. Or maybe not, maybe... Yeah, it looks like everything was fine there. But you saw Coluigi how he tried to step on the brakes. Let's look at this in real time. Luke Rainey, the winner of this race, the last season, he's hoping for some momentum to be gained here by possibly getting a top 5 or a win, but it looks like his day is going to be done because of this crash. See, he and Coluigi make some heavy contact right there. Those 2 cars were the ones that retired. And this helped out JJ Reed get to victory lane, so he wins the race under yellow. Your points leader extends his points lead. Let's now go check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the SpeedCo 200 Iowa. There were 2 caution flags for 6 laps and 5 lead changes among 5 different drivers. JJ Reed leads 21 of the 30 laps to get to victory lane, so your points leader gets a max points day of 185 points. Jonathan Rains ends up second. Jason Larker, the new man in second in points, is third. Jose Fernandez in 4th, and Timothy Heath 5th. Laura Delano, second in points, come to the day, ends up 6th. Not a bad day. Jason Larker just had a little bit of a better day and got a little bit more points to get up there to second in points. Tim Randolph ends up 7th, 8th, Steve Morgan, Cortez Newman in 9th, and Evan Hunter rounding out the top 10. So there's your top 20, as we had 2 pretty big crashes, I must say. One that ended the race, and then one which had the 44 go flipping into turn number 1. As you can see, Oscar Isaac starts on pole, involved in that crash where he flipped, ends up 33rd. So from first to worst, he led 6 laps. Looks like he had a pretty good car, so it would have been interesting to see him battle with JJ Reed there at the end. So now let's go look at the point standings. 12 races down. Here are the point standings after Iowa. JJ Reed keeps that point standing, extends it to 128 points over Jason Larker in second. Laura Delano is back to third. Alexander Rowe 4th. And Isaac Nichols, Reed's teammate, is 5th. They got Jose Fernandez in 6th. 7th is Tim Randolph. Danny Brighton 8th. Jonathan Rains up to 9th. And running out the top 10, you got Ryan Brommer. So there's your top 20. And how about that? The 2 drivers that have won multiple races this season right now, 1, 2 in points. So it shows that wins are important as much as top 5s are. As you can see, the most top 10s, JJ Reed is tied for that along with 3rd and 5th in points. The most top 5s, I believe, Reed has that by 2. So also consistency has gotten Reed to that point. Look down at these drivers, just hoping that they can turn their seasons around. So the next race in the Mount ARCA Series will be the Pocono 150 at Pocono. See you guys then.